Hey, all CQF patrons, thank you for visiting our official YouTube channel. I hope you had a wonderful week and are all set to rock the weekend. Firstly, a big thanks from Chennai Quiz Factory for the positive feedback you had given to our earlier video, Wayfarer, the travel quiz of Mileage 2. And as promised, here we are with the second preliminary round of Mileage 2. Why so serious? It's a world entertainment quiz, fairly simple in complexity to adhere to all the age groups that we had. And I guess we are good to begin now. But before that, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and we are sure to bring in varied quizzes in the coming days. So keep watching us and like our videos. So here we are with Why So Serious World Entertainment Quiz, and question number 1. The collection began in 1979 with an unsigned Red Fender LED 2 guitar from Eric Clapton, who was a regular here and he wanted to claim his spot. This prompted X to give one of his guitars, also unsigned, with the note "Mine's as good as his, love Pete." So where was this and who is X? So who is X and where was this place where Eric Clapton's guitar was the first of the collection? I'm sure you would have guessed it. And the answer is the first Hard Rock Cafe in London. And the person was Pete Townshend. Moving ahead. How would you connect the Brazilian legend Pele with Jack Sparrow? So Jack Sparrow, as you would know, is from the Pirates of the Caribbean, a Brazilian football legend Pele. So how do you connect both? And the answer is the Black Pearl. Pele was nicknamed the Black Pearl, while the Jack Sparrow ship was called the Black Pearl in the Pirates of the Caribbean. So question 3, moving ahead. West Side Story is a 1961 romantic musical that was an adaptation of the 1957 Broadway musical by the same name. So which Shakespeare play is it inspired from? Which famous loved Shakespeare play inspired the Broadway musical and the romantic musical West Side Story? 10 seconds up. The answer is Romeo and Juliet. Moving ahead. 3 measures of Gardens, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Kina Lillet. Shake it very well until it's ice cold. Then add a large thin slice of lemon. So what do you get? So connect it with world entertainment. A clue would be someone's favorite drink. What would this cocktail become? And the answer is it is the Vesper Martini, James Bond's favorite drink, Vesper Martini. Moving ahead. The Jonesy is a tribute to a camera assistant, Sarah Jones, who was killed in a train collision on the sets of Midnight River, an unfinished 2014 film. It is meant to be a reminder for crews to make sure they have taken all safety precautions before beginning their filming day. So what exactly is a Jonesy? So anyone in the film world might know about Jonesy. It was started in 2014. The term came into existence in 2014 after Sarah Jones unfortunately died. Moving ahead, the answer is the Jonesy is the first shot of the day. So every day the shoot starts with a Jonesy. Moving ahead, Julius Epstein and Philip Epstein were the earliest in 1943 to have this honor together. It was repeated only by Christoph and Wolfgang Lowenstein in 1990. Although another pair, Richard and Paul Silbert, had this honor on separate occasions. So what very specific list is this? So until now, these are the only 3 pairs to have got this honor. So what is this honor all about? Time's out. The answer is twins winning the Academy Awards. So these were the 3 twins who won the Academy Awards. Moving ahead. Easy one. This is the title card of an ABC series that aired between 1976 and 1981, covering 5 seasons and 115 episodes. The show had a movie reboot in 2000 and also another TV series in 2011 by the same name. What is the name of the show that talks about a particular man's winged celestial attendants? The poster or the picture there is a very big clue. Title card of an ABC series. Time's out. The answer is Charlie's Angels. So Charlie's Angels had a film reboot and also another TV show reboot in 2011. Moving ahead. Very easy one. All the kids would love this. ID, the popular show or a character from the Minimalist poster shown below. A very famous episode. Kids would love it. In fact, most of the grown-ups would also love this program and the character. And the answer is our very own Mr. Bean. So this was the episode. Watch it if you haven't watched it as yet. Very funny, very humorous. Moving ahead. This is an Academy Film Prize given annually for excellence in cinema with categories including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and all major movie award categories. Explain. So this is also an Academy Film Prize. So this is how it looks. What is this? And the answer is the Japan Academy Film Prize, given for excellence in Japanese film industry. So they also name their annual awards as Academy Awards. So this is the Japan Academy Film Prize. Moving ahead. Interesting question. This is Jung Yang, a popular South Korean actress and model. In September 2008, Yang and 3 others were on a leisure boat trip when bad fog caused the boat to drift into the maritime boundary between North and South Korea. This incident resulted in what in 2019-2020 with a Netflix reference. So something came in Netflix for a couple of seasons, 2019-2020, based on this famous incident. Times out, it's the popular Korean soap Crash Landing on You. So in Crash Landing on You, the female lead crosses from South Korea to North Korea in a air balloon accident, and it was inspired from the earlier said incident. Moving ahead. Peep, Pip blank, Peep blank, Pup blank, and Poop blank. ID the famous uncle. So all the blanks are same. Who is the famous uncle of Pip, Peep, Pup, and Poop? Times out. The answer is Popeye. So the nephews were Pippai, Peepai, Popeye, and Popeye, and the famous uncle is Popeye. Moving ahead, this is a frame from the movie Coco, where the character X identifies Dante Miguel's dog in the land of the dead. IDX, who is very popular in a different form of art other than movies. The picture is a clue. The style, the face makeup, the flower on the head, I think it's a giveaway. Who is this? And the answer is Frida Kahlo. So Frida Kahlo character is shown in the movie. Moving ahead. The Vengeance trilogy is a set of movies directed by South Korean director Park Chan-wook. Each film deals with the themes of revenge, ethics, violence, and salvation. If the first movie of the trilogy was Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, and the final one being Lady Vengeance, what was the second in the series that was appreciated globally and also won the 2004 Grand Prix at the Cannes Film Festival with special praise from the jury director Quentin Tarantino? So the Vengeance trilogy, a very famous set of movies from South Korea. The second one, of course, was acclaimed world over, and also had an unofficial remake in Hindi, and the answer is Old Boy. So Zinda in Hindi is considered to be an unofficial remake of Old Boy. A lot of controversy surrounded it. Moving ahead. Shown here is the recent cover of Time magazine with Naomi Osaka gracing the cover. The cover story talks about Naomi's mental health issues and her withdrawal from the French Open. Identify the blanked out phrase that perfectly encompasses Naomi's state of mind and is also a 2021 single by Demi Lovato and Marshmallow. So what was the title of this cover story? Naomi Osaka's mental health issues were discussed and her subsequent withdrawal from the French Open. So time's out. The answer is It's Okay Not to Be Okay. So that's the single by Demi Lovato and Marshmallow. It's okay not to be okay. Moving ahead. In 2009, when Kanye West took the center stage by stage bombing Taylor Swift's thank you speech at the MTV Awards, he says to Swift, "I'm sorry, but X had one of the best videos of all time." Who was X, and for what song was Taylor Swift receiving the Best Female Video Award? Time starts now. So very famous incident. Kanye West was also spoofed on South Park with this incident. So who was X? And the answer is Beyonce Knowles. And the album was You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. Moving ahead. Although he might be the proud artist behind the famous drawing of Rose in the movie Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio did not actually know how to draw. The hands we see in the movie belong to James Cameron, an accomplished illustrator himself. But the production team had to use mirror images of the drawing scene in the post-production process, which were finally used in the movie. What was the reason behind this? The actual artist of Rose, the character Rose, was James Cameron and not Leonardo DiCaprio. But why did they use mirror images? Simple one. The answer is DiCaprio was right-handed, whereas James Cameron was left-handed. So they had to use mirror images of James Cameron drawing Rose. Moving ahead. So ID X, Y, and Z. X, Y, Z. The silver chair, the horse and his boy, the magician's nephew, the last battle. So what are X, Y, and Z? In the world of entertainment, in the world of movies, you could call it 3 set of movies. Times out. The answer is they are the first 3 books of the Narnia, which were remade into movies. X is the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Y is Prince Caspian, and Z is the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Moving ahead. So I did this blockbuster from the minimalist poster shown here. You got a year which says 1972, a headless animal. Very famous, 1972. I think immediately this is the movie that you get in your mind. The answer is, of course, The Godfather. The scene where you find the head of the horse on the bed. So moving ahead. What is common to the following Academy Award wins? Best Sound Effects in 1965, Best Special Visual Effects in 1966, Best Original Song 2013, Best Sound Editing 2013, and Best Original Song of 2016. So what is common to these 5 as of now exhaustive list of Academy Awards? Time's out. The answer is they are the awards given to James Bond movies. Goldfinger, Thunderball, Skyfall won 2 awards, and Spectre. And the award for Spectre went to, if I'm not wrong, the song Writings on the Wall, which is also one of the preliminary rounds of Mileage 2. Moving ahead. It is said that even till recently, the staff of this hotel in Las Vegas are being asked 2 questions by excited guests just for fun. Did Caesar live here? And do you know if the hotel is pager friendly? What 2009 phenomenon is the reason behind this? Very famous 2009 phenomenon in the world of movies. So did Caesar live here, or do you know if the hotel is pager friendly? Time's out. It is The Hangover. So Alan asked these questions at the front desk of the Caesar's Palace. So moving ahead. This is the Blank Hallelujah Mountain, a 1080-meter quartz sandstone pillar in southern sky column of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China. The officials named it after a film's crew mentioned that they were also inspired by these mountains for something very significant in their movie. So fill in the blanks. I think the way the mountains look is a giveaway. Most of you would have got it in the first couple of seconds. This is the Blank Hallelujah Mountain. Hallelujah Mountain. The answer is these are the Avatar mountains. So you find these floating mountains in Avatar, inspired from the Hallelujah mountains. Moving ahead. So connect these 3 images: 300 pistolas and a picture from a very famous series and a movie called The Head. So very famous. Something we are all awaiting is also part of it. Time's out. So we are all set to welcome once again the professor, or Alvaro Morte. So Alvaro Morte owns the theater company 300 Pistolas, and he's the protagonist in The Head as well as Money Heist. Moving ahead. In which 2018 animation movie do all the 12 Disney princesses make their appearances together, marking the first direct interaction between the characters in an animated Disney feature? So which 2018 animation movie is the only movie so far where all the 12 Disney princesses make their appearances together? Time's out. The answer is Ralph Breaks the Internet. So this was a movie where all 12 princesses appeared at the same time. Moving ahead. So what does this list indicate? I'll give you some time to go through the list. The list starts off with Demon Slayer, and then Sausage Party, South Park, Akira, The End of Evangelion, and you also find worldwide gross of the collections, and you also have the year in which these movies released. So what does this list specifically indicate? Couple of seconds more. Times out, and the answer is highest grossing R-rated animated movies in the world. So this is the top 10 list. Moving ahead. A cloakroom, originally called as a hat box, was converted into a mini theater in 1942 by the then head occupant. Since 1915, the cloakroom was a place where films were screened before being converted into a theater itself. In early 2000s, the new occupant decided to add a red color decor to the room with a capacity to seat 42 seats. Many movie producers believed it was a valuable marketing tool to screen their movies here. So where do you find this theater? So look at the images. I think the image in the middle might give you some clue about where this might be. The third picture is a very old picture of the hat box. So the answer is the White House. It's called the White House Family Theater, and it was George Bush in 2001 when he revamped the hat box into the White House Family Theater. Moving ahead. The Motion Picture Association in the US is responsible for rating the films to ascertain the suitability for certain audiences. Ratings like G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17 are provided to the movies based on the suitability. The MPA is also behind providing rating cards, namely green band, yellow band, and red band. The green band generally is to state that the material adheres to all MPA standards. Yellow requires discretion and is an age-appropriate material, while red indicates restricted material. So what are these color bands used for? So just like the ratings for movies, there's something called green band, yellow band, and red band. What are they used for? Times out. The answer is they're used for trailers or previews. So this is how you see red band restricted audiences only. Age-appropriate audiences receive a yellow band, while a universal rating is given for a green banded trailer. Moving ahead. So which no longer pair was behind the design of this Coca-Cola bottles in France? The colors of the bottles are a straight giveaway. Shiny bottles were designed by which no longer pair? A 2021 split up between the Daft Punk. The Daft Punk is the answer. So the Coca-Cola bottles inspired by their helmets, the golden one and the silver one. Moving ahead. While several analyses have gone into this artwork, many consider that work is a gist of the movie's plot. While the monster at the bottom talks of the basement, the enlarged nose talks of the smell of the illegal occupants. Some believe this is a self-portrait of the artist, while some believe he actually drew the ghost he had seen. So where would you find this artwork? I'm not showing you the artwork because that is probably the answer straight away. So what artwork are we talking about? Part of entertainment, part of world movies. The answer is the Dasong's artwork in the movie Parasite. The Dasong, the small boy of the house, he's the one who draws this artwork, and that's the explanation or the analysis given. Moving ahead. So this is a scene from the 1975 British comedy film Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So whose image here has been used to be portrayed as God? So this question could probably fit into a sports question also. So that's a clue. You could, it's a British comedy movie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And the answer is W.G. Grace, the legendary cricketer. W.G. Grace face was used as the face of God. Moving ahead. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Malaysia was considered to be the second largest market for eggs after China to an extent that USA had kept Malaysia under watch list. The Malaysian government then trained Lucky and Flo, who you see on the image, to sniff out a particular combination of chemicals. A 5-month campaign across the nation using Lucky and Flo resulted in stopping around $6 million of illegal money entering into the market. This success led to the government setting up a dedicated canine unit. Why did Lucky and Flo become famous? So late 90s and early 2000s, this unit might not be of much use in recent times. Actually, times out, the answer is they were trained to sniff out pirated DVDs. So maybe you don't no longer get pirated DVDs. You just download them. So that's why Lucky and Flo were used for. Moving ahead, the movie's plot was set during the Nazi period, when a particular scene required costumes for about 20,000 extras. The movie's costume designer, a Polish native, listed and released advertisements, and people were more than willing to sell and donate dresses from 1930s and 1940s. The costume designer even won an Oscar nomination for the effort. Which black and white Oscar-winning movie, considered by many as one of the best movies to have ever been produced, was this? So the movie's plot was set up during the Nazi period. So think of black and white movies talking about the Nazi period. Times out. The answer is Schindler's List. Schindler's List is actually a black and white movie. So Anna Beatrice Shepard was the costume designer. Moving ahead, Julia Clark, a paleontology professor at the University of Texas, used the throaty sound of a crocodile, added the booming sound of a Eurasian bittern, and then scaled up the volume, which scientists believe is the closest sound to reality. But in the movie, sounds of horses breathing, geese hissing, and turtles mating were used. What am I talking about? A bittern is a small bird. So Julia Clark thought that this could probably be the actual sound, whereas the movie used some other sounds. The answer is the roars or the grunts of T-Rex in Jurassic Park. So that's how they created those sounds. Moving ahead, this is Barry Nelson, an American actor who initially appeared in several Broadway plays before moving ahead with TV films and motion pictures. His biggest claim to fame is being the first ever X, although world cinema lovers often discuss about the next 7. So ID X. So who did Barry Nelson portray for the first time in Broadway plays? In fact, first time on TV before it became a legendary character, James Bond. So Casino Royale in 1954 came on as a TV film. It was actually tried as a trial to see if James Bond would click. Moving ahead, Burlyman Entertainment is a comic book company created in 2004 by the Wachowskis, the makers of the Matrix series. So how would you connect Burlyman with the Matrix apart from the Wachowskis? So how would you connect Burlyman and the Matrix? Time starts. So this is something which you might or might not know, and the answer is Burlyman was the working title for the Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions. So that's why the Wachowskis also named the comic book as Burlyman. Moving ahead, 3 films, namely It Happened One Night, One Who Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest, and The Silence of the Lambs, remain the only movies to have won the big 5 Oscars, namely Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. But what unique record do these following pictures exclusively hold with respect to the big 5 Oscars? Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, The Hustler, Bonnie and Clyde, Love Story, Lenny, Atlantic City, The Remains of the Day, and American Hustle being the most recent one. So what do these 8 movies have in common with respect to big 5 Oscars? Time's out, and the answer is they were nominated for all 5 but did not win any. So almost all of the other films which were nominated for all 5 won at least 1 Oscar. Unfortunately, these 5 films missed out on that. These 8 films missed out on that. Moving ahead, The blank effect is an alleged phenomenon which has raised the expectations of crime victims, jury members, and public in general with respect to forensic science and DNA analysis in a crime. It is said that the blank was one of the primary reasons behind a reduced conviction rate in cases with little physical evidence due to the influence of blank on the jury members. Police and district attorneys have criticized X for showing the public an inaccurate speed and way of solving a crime. Fill in the blanks. The blank that started in Las Vegas before also moving to Miami, New York, and cyber. So the blank effect probably had a major effect on jury members, especially to delay or reduce the conviction rates in US. The answer is CSI. The CSI effect is what it is called as. So this is a series which shows how crime scene investigations take place, and it probably shows inaccurate speed of solving forensic cases. Moving ahead, Blank, 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 Blank is a 2010 French graphic novel by Jules Marot that was later adapted into movie by Abdul Latif Keshiche in 2013. The movie talks about same-sex relationship, and the movie unanimously won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes in 2013. The movie follows the story of Adil, a 15-year-old schoolgirl, and her journey in life and her relationship with Emma, a free-spirited artist. So identify the movie. The two pictures of the from the graphic novel probably gives you a clue. You might have come across this movie in 2013. The answer is blue is the warmest color. So that's a French movie I was looking at. Blue is the warmest color of adapted from the French graphic novel. In which city would you be able to tune into these radio stations? Radio Espantoso, Fever 105, Wild Style Pirate Radio, Flash FM, Emotion 98.3, Wave 103, V Rock, K Chat, and VCPR. So I'm sure a lot of us would have heard it. A lot of us are still fans of it. I am still a fan of it. Let's see if you get this right. The answer is GTA Vice City. So these are the radio stations that you find in the game Vice City. Moving ahead, the POA is an international contest for ex-singers held in Paris, France since 2012. The inaugural event had contestants from across 78 countries. The contest holds several rounds such as preliminary round, semifinals, and final, and a grand jury decides the best singer. The contest is open to all ex-singers who are 18 years and above. The categories include Y, mezzo Y, contralto, countertenor, tenor, baritone, and bass. The initial gala was dedicated to Maria Callas, an American-born Greek ex-singer considered to be one of the greatest. So ID X and Y. The POA Awards. X, or rather Y, is also a name of a TV series in a singular form. Moving ahead, the answer is opera and soprano. So those were the answers I was looking for. Moving ahead, Blank, Blank, Blank was a 1970 rock opera with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Tim Rice. Since the producers were not able to get a backing for a stage production and hence released it as a musical. But the album's success resulted in an onstage debut at the Broadway in 1971. The musical is sung through with no spoken dialogues. The story is based on the Gospel's accounts of the last week of Jesus' life, beginning with the preparation for the arrival of Jesus and his disciples in Jerusalem and ending with the crucifixion. It depicts political and interpersonal struggles between Judas Iscariot and Jesus that are not present in the Bible. What was the name of the album, which is a reflection of Jesus in true rock star style? Blank, blank, blank. I'll probably give you a clue. What if Rajinikanth acted as Jesus Christ? So that would probably be the answer. The answer is Jesus Christ Superstar. So that was the answer. That was the name of the play. Moving ahead. So before Stanley Kubrick created his cult classic dystopian crime drama, A Clockwork Orange, with Malcolm McDowell in the lead, screenwriter Terry Southern was planning to adapt the original book with David Hemmings in the lead. But X, a leading music artist of the time, had been lobbying around Southern to grab the lead role. He also envisioned the Rolling Stones to be his droogs, with the Beatles providing the soundtrack. When this was failing to happen, X even got a petition out signed by all members of the Beatles, Mariana Faithfull, Anita Pallenberg, and others. The tattered petition was sold at an auction in 2015. So you see the image of the petition. So IDX, a very famous musician. Look at the clues in the question. You might probably be able to guess him. And the answer is Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger wanted to play the lead in Clockwork Orange. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Moving ahead. Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I leave it to you. Was a Namibian bush farmer who also became famous as an actor. So between 1980 and 1994, he acted in a total of 5 movies, which interestingly fall under the same series. In 1996, he appeared in one more movie in a cameo role in a Japanese TV series called Sekai Ururun Taizaiki as himself for his final on-screen appearance. Although his filmography is not much, he is considered to be the greatest actor Namibia ever produced. After his film career ended, he returned to Namibia where he farmed maize, pumpkin, and beans and kept several head of cattle, but no more than 20 at a time. The reason stated by the Namibian local daily New Era for limiting the number to 20 is because he could not count beyond 20. So name his claim to fame. Considered to be the greatest Namibian actor of all times, although he acted in only in 5 movies and 1 TV series. End of your time. The answer is he portrayed the character of the Kalahari Bushman Zizu in the Gods Must Be Crazy film series. Very famous character in the Gods Must Be Crazy. Moving ahead. In the popular series Elementary, the character of Joan Watson, played by Lucy Liu, stays at Chelsea for some period of time. There is an artwork that features on the wall behind a bed. Name the artist. So, Elementary, a reboot of Sherlock Holmes with a modern twist. And the answer is Lucy Liu herself. So, Lucy Liu is an acclaimed artist. She has already held several art exposiums. So, moving ahead. Daniel Harold Rawling was an American serial killer who murdered 5 students over 4 days in August 1990 in Gainesville, Florida. Later, he also admitted to several other cases of murders and murder attempts, and deservingly was nicknamed the Gainesville Ripper. He was sentenced to death in 1994 and later executed by lethal injection in 2004. Rowling later became the subject of which popular slasher film? So, which popular slasher film tells about the horrendous murders of Daniel Harold Rowling? Time's out. The answer is Scream. Scream is a slasher movie. Moving ahead. Final question of the quiz. Hope you all enjoyed. Please do like our videos if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to our channel, and also share it with fellow quizzers, fellow quizzing enthusiasts. Here we go with the final question of Why So Serious? Oho Megam Vandado was a popular song from the blockbuster Tamil movie Mauna Ragam in the 1980s. The premise of the song is that the heroine dances in the rain while delaying her time to go home for a groom matching function. The choreography and the mood of the song is said to have been inspired from a cult classic song from the movie by the same name. So I did this cult classic. So look at that picture. You would have probably seen this picture somewhere in Hollywood. Very famous cult classic. Wanted to end with the Indian touch here. The answer is Singing in the Rain. So with that, we come to the end of Why So Serious. Thank you so much, all of you. Hope you enjoyed. We'll come up with the next set of preliminary rounds of mileage 2 shortly. With that, I end today's quiz. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.